Between myself and Chris, we've been teaching golfers of every standard for quite a while now.
Here are 2 drills that can help you all improve.
Let's do it.
And let's do it now.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, I'd like to warmly welcome you all back to the channel, and I say warmly because Chris has worn his warmest top just for you today.
Oh, bit of orange.
Chris, how are we doing?
Very good, yourself?
Very good, thank you. Today we are at Waterfront Golf Club and we are bringing you another episode of Short Game Saturdays. In today's video, we feel like we've been teaching golfers of pretty much every level from beginner right up to tour pro for quite a while. And we want to bring you some of the best drills that I've seen and some of the best drills that Chris has seen. So without any further ado, Chris, why are you setting that up? If the guys are new to the channel, what have they got to do?
Oh, they've got to subscribe.
Oh, they've got to subscribe.
Get fired up.
Give us a like as well if you enjoy it.
Thumbs up.
And check out Chris's channel, because if you want to get better at this stuff, getting those in there, then it's just ideal, isn't it?
Yeah, come on over.
Right, Chris, what's the best drill you've seen?
So this is a drill that can help you work on your getting a centered strike, which is obviously a key in putting. Also works on your stroke and also helps you to start the ball on line, which again is a big key. So all you need, obviously, everyone goes to the putting green, they'll have the clubs with them. They might not have alignment sticks. If you have alignment sticks, you can do those. But again, here I've just used a couple of wedges, set them down. So one of the big things is I see people start to struggle with the ball position. So sometimes it sneaks forwards, sometimes it sneaks back. So the one here in the middle is where we're going to set the putter. We have that in the middle, so we can see that the ball's just in front of our stance. And then what we want to do is with the outside one, make it as hard as possible. So I've got around about ½ centimetre each side. So if I have any kind of deviation, I will clearly see that as I look down. So get in here now, putter sits in the middle, and from here make some strokes. Okay, so you want to find a straight putt. So I've got a putt here, it's slightly right to left, so I can now adjust that because that's the first putt I've hit. So I'll slightly adjust it to make sure that that's right. And again, every time I line the ball up to make sure we're giving ourselves feedback. So on every putt we can see why it's potentially missed, as opposed to just hitting them, missing and thinking it's 12 different reasons. Okay, so again here. Good. So the second time I've been able to set that up now, so I can make sure I've found that that's now straight. So when I come in with my next ball, again that's making sure that I'm gonna, if I have a centered strike, if again I get my putter working through that little gate that we've created, we should start to hold more putts. So it's going to help you with your strike, it's going to help you start the ball online and just get you ready for your round.
One thing I've noticed there, Chris, is that gap's kind of just big enough for your putter.
Yeah.
So what you might do is start with a slightly bigger gap. Obviously you've done this drill quite a lot, so you're quite comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And then maybe make the gap smaller time on time on time.
Yeah, the same. You might also use tees for this, so you could have tees either side. That's also a
You
drill.
empty your pocket then, but you don't have any tees, do you?
No, I only have 10 bob and a conch. So again, get this as tight as you want. So it depends, if you're just starting out, have it a little bit more forgiving, and then as you practice it, start to get it closer and closer, because the closer we get it and you can start to get that through, we're going to get a better strike, we're going to get obviously a lot better and more consistent at putting.
So Chris, really like that as a drill.
Yep.
Who would you see use that drill the most? Would it be tour pros, would it be beginners, would it be mid-handicap golfers?
So again, it's a drill that you can go through from any level. So for your amateurs and your beginners, it's going to really help you straight off the bat. So it's going to make sure you can see what your stroke's doing. But I also see a lot of tour pros do it out on tour. If they're a little bit off one day, they might play the first round, the putting's not been great. So then what they'll do is they'll drop this down, do the checkpoint, so make sure the setup's right, make sure the putter's not moving in all different directions, and then hopefully for day 2, they've pretty much improved and they're ready to go.
And that's one thing which you will notice with this drill and the drill that I'm going to give you as well. Yes, tour pros use it, but also beginners use it, because what tour pros try and do, the best golfers in the world, all they want to do is get the basics right, time on time on time.
Yeah.
And from there, you know that you're going to be pretty successful on the green.
Exactly, yeah. So setup's the most important thing. You do the same with your full swing. If we can get that consistent, we've got a good base to then make a motion of.
Right, so Chris, you've got us the perfect setup now.
Yep.
I'm going to talk people through how they can control distance,
Yep.
try and hold more putts, but also avoid some 3 putts.
Yep, perfect. Let's have a look.
So guys, just like Chris, for this drill, I'm going to need a putter, I'm going to need 6 golf balls. You're going to need a putter, you're going to need 6 golf balls, and you're also going to need either an alignment stick, of which I don't have, so I'm going to use my Vokit SM8 56 degree for no other reason than it's a nice straight line. So that's what you need. So guys, as you can see here, I've set up 6 golf balls in line with a flat putt, and I've set them up around about a couple of feet apart either side, starting with a 3-footer, moving back to 6 to 9 to 12. You get the idea. The reason we need the wedge or an alignment stick is I'm going to lay this down around about a club's distance away from the hole minus the grip. So around about here, that's my gimme zone, that's my safe zone. That's exactly where I want the ball to finish if it doesn't finish in the hole, because we don't want to leave it short, we don't want to go too long. That's perfect. So guys, as you can see here, we're going to start with the shortest putt, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to treat all of these putts just like I would do on the golf course. So I'm going to line them up to the hole. We have found the flattest putt possible because we don't really want to be working on green reading or anything like that. The idea being that I'm going to hit the putts, and hopefully you would make the first one. If you don't worry. As long as it finishes between the hole and the shaft, I'm quite happy with that. The game that I would play here is I'd give myself 2 points for a made putt, 1 point for a putt in the safe zone, and I'd lose a point for a putt that finished short or a putt that hit that shaft. So we've got 1 point to start with. And guys, you can try this at home and comment below what you would score. Obviously, the further away you get, the less chance of making the putt. So you see there, that was too firm, that's minus a point, so now we're on 0 points again. And what this is helping me do, it's helping me to train how far back I take the putter as opposed to how far the ball is going to travel. Let's try and get some points on the board now. Oh, safe one, so that's another point. And you can see that I'm going through my routine every time. I'm not just marching back and playing different putts. Now you start to get further away, you really start to just almost take the 1 point. Oh! 3 points. Is anyone going to beat my 3 points so far? That's firm. Sit. 2 points. And you can see guys that what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to keep the rhythm of the putter the same, but move it back a little bit further each time. Let's go one more. Let's a grand finale. Two points to finish on. So guys, that's a great drill that I've used with beginners, I've used with low handicaps, with mid handicaps, and I'm pretty sure I've seen Chris use it on tour as well. You can see here that we've had 1 putt made, so that's 2 points. We've got 3 points here, that's 5 points, minus the 2 points for the 2 where I got a little bit too keen and hit them a little bit hard. So what I would do there now, Chris, is try and work on the distances that I hit a little bit too long, and work on maybe a little bit of stroke work, Chris, to work on the distance control, because let's be fair, it was nice to hold the last one, but I would expect to maybe not have the negative points.
Yeah, so I mean, a rough idea guys, I do use that with some tour players, and again, the average they will get back is to around about 33 feet. So they can take it further and further back. It also depends on how big your putting green is. But you can see how you can start to work on pace just to get you being positive, hitting it past there, obviously, but not blasting it 8 feet past.
Fair enough. So guys, for me, they're 2 fantastic drills that can help you with the basics of putting, help you with setup, help you with distance control, and pretty much help you hold more putts, and the massive factor, less 3 putts.
Correct, yeah. So we've worked on pretty much your strike and your start line, we've worked on your pace. The only thing after there would probably get you to do some random putts and work a little bit on your green reading. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed that episode of Short Game Saturdays. Thanks Chris for coming on. Really good. Make sure you check out Chris's channel for all your short game magic. Massive thanks to the guys at Waterfront Golf for having us. And apart from that, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Not with my orange number.
Hopefully not.
Right number this.
Is it your favourite?
No, I just didn't really have any others to put on, so they were in Wesh.
Yeah. Go on.
Gotta get warmed up. It's actually quite warm, isn't it?
Yeah. Between myself and Chris, we've been teaching golfers of every standard. Let's do it.
Let's do it now. Tell you what, I went on fire there, like an agile ninja.
That was going in.
No.